Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Shin Nico EXE, who wanted the heavy Methus in the general Revil colors that the certain versions of the ReZEL Defensor type are in. And yeah, I like those colors on the Methus for one, and for another, just it was good to get some Methus practice in, because the Methus is one of those things that can do a lot of work. It's another one where its heyday is possibly past, but it's still pretty formidable. But I've just never been that good at it. So getting a good, like, probably week or so of practice in trying to get this video has definitely been helpful to me. It's a hover suit, which requires a little bit of forethought on my part in terms of how to move, how to run it, how to, keep from getting yourself in a dumb position and getting killed. I'm not saying I don't. I'm saying I thought about it, and there are a couple of places where I managed not to. I am, however, also getting bullseyed by something from like miles away, so I kind of need to run. But yeah, or fly. It does transform. I should have done that. I didn't do that. I'm gonna die, but I got some good damage in to start. Arctic base starts are frequently rough. One team or another, gets the upper hand very easily and can kind of parlay that into a full team wipe if they're careful. And as you can see, the enemy team is being careful and is parlayed fairly well here. They've lost one person. We've lost at least two, maybe three. Make that four? Yeah. Yeah, you can tell it's four because there's three on my radar plus me that aren't there. So, oh, thank you, Brain. But yeah, Methus has a couple beam pistols which charge and do extra damage and stun value when charged. That rapid fire bursts is what they do. Also has a pair of clay bazookas, which was not a typical Methus armament in Zeta Gundam, which is what makes this the heavy Methus. But it's not bad to have, certainly. Also has a flash grenade. To be honest, if they ever did a light Methus, and I'd like to see that, just to have it maybe at 450. The thing has like 6 beam sabers, so like having one of those as a throwing weapon might be nice. Because as we see in the Zeta Gundam movies, beam sabers can be thrown, since that's one of Camille's like new special deals in that movie. But let's see, yeah, managed to get a good couple kills in here. And yeah, so they won the first wipe, we won the second wipe, and I'm gonna get some repairs because waiting on the next spawn before we do anything. So it's a good time to get my feet back in order and my HP restored. Since Methus doesn't have a shield, I'll be good as new if I can max out my HP before they come after us. But yeah, sometimes there is a good time to repair, and when you've wiped the entire enemy team in a mode where, base bombing is, well, actually, this is basic. I played a lot of Ace on, at this approximate cost tonight, so I forgot that, but yeah, that may be why everybody else just went to repair instead of going to attack the base or whatever with the entire enemy team dead, too. But I do think it was a good move, because, yeah, like I said, I've got no shield, so I'm good as new. And just waiting to fire that burst. Managed to land at least about, I'd say about half of it. Since it's I think 3 to 4 shots from 2 different guns, it's very easy to not get the maximum damage out of that. It's not quite shotgun quality scatter shot. For one thing, it's more functional at higher range, but also yeah, just very rare thing for me to land the whole burst. Always feels good when I do it, though. That wasn't quite enough to stun, as you can see. I got about 3,000 damage off, but did not get the stun. I'm pushing maybe a little too hard. You can also, generally, I'm trying to use my flash grenade here. Luckily, I've got an ally, so that's somebody else to help out, but you can generally stun somebody with the beam gun if you don't charge it and just fire as fast as you can. But that's, again, of course, if you land enough shots, and you will probably overheat it doing it. So, there's times when you don't have time to charge, and it is a very viable thing to do, but just, it can leave you, if your bazookas are also recharging, like mine, I think, are reloading, like mine, I think, were, can leave you in a bad spot. Bazookas are ready. Somebody else got the kill, which is good because I'm going to die. Gallus K was definitely on the ball there, doing its support thing, taking out the nearest general on low on health. So, but I managed to last a fairly long time on my first life and get some good damage in, I think. So, hopefully I'll be able to keep that up. But yeah, like I said, I needed more practice with this. The Z2 is very similar, but for some reason I usually have a better time with it. Maybe it's the fact that it's sort of a Zeta Gundam. You can use the rifle with the bayonet on that, and that does help. Because that bayonet rifle that the Zeta uses and that the ReZEL has a very similar version of really is just a fantastic weapon. Just because it does good damage, moves fast, and the fact that you have that wide sweeping downswing is just great. And managed to crash into this Sturm Gallus at least once to do damage. And just going to hopefully... Oh yeah, I forgot it has a shield. But hit it with that. Again, I have range on it and type advantage, so... Because that shotgun can stun you really well, but it has to be closer than that. So yeah, it's, you know, like I said, it's not like, and that one was just like luck and lag, I think. But, yeah, I don't think I'm Methussing too badly. I've had rounds that went a lot worse than this. This was another one where, you know, had a couple of runaway successes, but they were so runaway I didn't want to run that. Because, you know, it's like, yeah, I did really well, but and made the board and all, but just I don't like running one-sided matches. I don't really see the point, honestly. But you know, maybe I should keep some just as proof that I do actually know how to play this game sometimes. But you know, that's a secondary consideration to being entertaining. Let's be honest. Let's see, 50-some seconds, and we have a 4,000 point lead. So this is a little bit one-sided to begin with. Not as bad as, you know, like there was one earlier when I was working on the Sinanju thing. Somebody after the match started spamming, you know, give up the base because we had, you know, camped the enemy base and basically fought them as they spawned in. Give up the base and stick together and, you know, all this other advice, which is not bad advice, but also, my dude, we won 25,000 to 15,000. That is maybe not the best time for critique. Or maybe it is, because if, you know, if they'd had a team that was more, you know, more ready to go toe-to-toe with us, it probably wouldn't have been that one-sided. But yeah, just like, it's one of those things where, like, it was a wide enough win that it felt really silly that somebody was, you know, handing out criticisms. Trying to get to somebody to shoot before the round ran out. I did not manage that. Managed to line up perfectly with the scaffolding for the rocket, which, accidental. But yeah, these colors look good on the Methus. I like it. I like the general Revil colors anyway. And yeah, top score at 4,050, a third of the team's score. 97,000 damage, 6-3. I think that's pretty decent. I hope you enjoyed it, Shin Nico. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I do kind of wish I'd saved the 25 to 15 one, because I was doing really well with the Sinanju there, but I'm happy with the round I ran, so we'll go with that.